Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to on today's edition of What Happens in Micro. So I have had a student request that I do a video demo for all of what we've done so far, all the different stains we've done so far. 2 seconds, let me go close the door because it already feels awkward enough. Let me just go make sure nobody in the hallway can hear me. Give me just a second. Okay, we're back in action. All right, so y'all have my demo for gram stain. You have my demo for negative. So what I'm doing is I'm going back to the beginning and I'm going to do a demo for simple. So just as a point of note, we do have our checkoff coming up next week. That is the week of the 20th and 22nd. You'll be signing in a sign-up sheet today during lab, and tomorrow what I'm going to do is I'm going to post it outside of the lab, and you sign up for a 30-minute window during our lab time. So I will make sure to email everybody this information as well, but I do want to say it out on video. I'll tell you about it in class today, but our checkoffs are next week, the week of the 20th and the 22nd, that Tuesday, Thursday, it's going to be a normal lab time. And you can sign up for any of the time slots that are available during our normal lab time. So, again, I'll go over that today is Thursday. I'll go over that in lab today at 3 o'clock. But if anybody has any questions about that, you can shoot me an email. It's not as scary as it sounds. You just have to be able to do these stains without your notes in front of you. That's why I'm making sure to do these for you on a video demo that you can study over the weekend. And once I get the rubric down, I will try to give you a study guide for this weekend as well, so that you just kind of know your expectations. I'm sorry that I'm just now telling you that it's next week. I try to be a little bit more on top of it, but we didn't decide until yesterday when we were going to do it, because it was supposed to be this week. But since we've been using Thursday to practice instead of introducing new material, it got pushed back. So we didn't know, we figured we should do it this week and then introduce something new the week before spring break, instead of introducing to you something new next week, not testing you over it, and then doing the test, because you would totally forget about that new information real fast and in a hurry. I know I would have as a student. So, all of that 3-minute ramble to say, we'll talk more in class today, but we have checkoffs next week, Tuesday, Thursday. All right, so simple staining. What you'll need is you'll need your methylene blue, a slide, your pen, your loop, your bacteria, and your water. Boop, 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 boop. There we are. Okay, so, and of course our Bunsen burner, but I feel like that goes without saying. All right, there's the gas. Get her going. All right, so the first thing we do, because our sample is on agar, is we create a wet melt for our slides. So we sterilize our equipment. Yes. And remember, we put this on the top of the innermost cone because that is the hottest part of the flame. Now, in the middle of that innermost cone is not hot at all. So, all right, we let this cool. Then we do our distilled water on it. You just need a drop. Remember, if you've got extra, you'll tap it off, but I don't have any excess. Okay, good, that didn't get on my slide. Woohoo! All right, so then we take it, we put it in the middle of the slide. We give ourselves a nice little drop of water to work with, right? So then we sterilize again. Yes, because every time we use the lube, we have to re-sterilize before we use it again. When in doubt, if you can't remember if you did it, do it again. Sorry guys, I sound awful. All right, so next, once this is done, we open up our disc. We go get a little bit of bacteria. We close the lid back because we don't want that open for longer than it has to be. So we take what we have on the end of the loop. I'm trying to help y'all see that. We put it in the water droplet and we spread it around on the slide. Yes, yes. Why do we want to spread that around a little bit on the slide instead of keeping it a pretty fat water droplet? I know you can't really answer me on this, but we want to spread it around so that as we set it over to air dry for 5 to 10 minutes, it doesn't take as long. Because that surface area, it allows it to dry on there a lot faster. So, I have not prepped another slide. So, we're going to let this air dry. And I will talk about what to expect for our checkoff on Tuesday/Thursday of next week. So, we will have a bacteria for y'all, like a little thing to choose from. And when you choose which one you're gonna do, you will choose, I don't know if it will have, depending on the bacteria you choose, I don't know if it will already tell you which stain to go do, or if it will tell you, now pick which one that you're gonna do. So you will select your bacteria, then you'll do the stain appropriate for that bacteria. So you won't be doing, it is my understanding that you will not be doing all 3 stains. It will just be 1. But again, I will have more information come 3 o'clock for class time. And I know some of y'all have already emailed me and said you won't be here for class today, which is fine. It's beyond your control. But I will go over all of that with you on an email. I will pass along that information, and I will give you your expectations today or tomorrow. All of them that are given to me, I will pass along to you. I always appreciated it when I knew what I was walking into. I liked to know more than a weekend ahead of time, and that's my fault. I'm so sorry. It is my fault. But we will be okay. It will be just fine. Y'all are doing a great job, so I'm not worried about you. Okay, let's check on our slide. Oh, we're still a little juicy in the middle, so we're gonna let that dry some more. So, at this point, I'm finished with this, so I'm gonna go put it up so that it doesn't smell bad. Not that I can smell much anyway. While this dries, something I want y'all to remember to do that I should have done to start with. I should have labeled my slide with my initials. Just so that, when in doubt, label. Especially on slides and like streak plates and all that. I know we talked about that when the very first time we did this. But it's always good to label because you need to know whose is whose. Alright, so this is... it's good enough for our intents and purposes. For yours, I want it air dried. For this, it's fine. So this one we heat fix. We heat fix on this one. We heat fix on gram stain. We do not heat fix on negative. That's in the negative video. Go see negative video. Okay, so now here's what I do. I take this, pass it over 1, 2, 3. All right, I don't want to do any more, but y'all know how to heat fix at this point. I don't know why I took that off the clip. Okay, so now I've heat fixed. Done with the gas. Put it up. All right. So now what I'm going to do, I wish I could. All right, I'll just hold it like this. Is I'm going to put the 2 to 3 drops of methylene blue on this. And I am going to let it sit. Oh, it looks like a heart. Happy day after Valentine's Day. I know y'all can't see it here. Yes, I can move my phone because it's my phone today. Not my computer. Looks like a heart. Okay, sorry. All right. So now we're going to let that sit there for about a minute and a half. And let that stain sink in. And then what we'll do is we will rinse with this. And then you observe under the microscope. So... this stain is really to help see shape and cluster on just about any bacteria. And it's going to stain the bacteria and not the area around it. The gram stain does the same thing. The negative stain, what it does is it stains the area around the bacteria and not the bacteria. That's why it's a negative stain, because it looks like a film negative. Oh, I can't take those off yet. I gotta rinse. So, yeah, if y'all have any questions, concerns, comments, doubts, fears, anxieties, you let me know, and we'll get those taken care of. We got about 30 more seconds-ish before we can rinse. So what I'll do is I'll finish out this, and then I will take a picture of it under the microscope in the oil immersion, and I will post it with this. And I will also whip up a gram stain really quick, not recorded, and I'll post a picture of what the gram stain will look like as well. I think I've got time before the 1 o'clock lab has to be in here, because it's currently, I don't know, I'm on my phone.